lead.
Rosalina and Luma, aka... Thank God it wasn't Daisy. I seriously couldn't believe they made it in. With contenders like Bowser Jr., Paper Mario, and King K. Rool, it was safe to say nobody expected her as a Mario series newcomer. I absolutely love the Galaxy games. I guess it's because I grew up with them, but they were one of Mario's most polished, unique, and wholesome adventures he's had in a while. I mean, the gravity mechanics, the new abilities, the music, the levels, Anyways, this is the series of games where Rosalina debuted, and ever since then, there's been some very, mysterious traits about her. What exactly does she do? What is her true backstory, and how powerful is she? No, seriously, how powerful is she? She got magic, okay, levitation, alright, giving life, shooting galaxies out of her! Wait, where exactly do they... But we're getting ahead of ourselves. Let's start with Smash Bros. And then move into her background. First and foremost, why exactly were Rosalina and Luma chosen to be in Smash? Well, I guess there's no better place to look than the project proposal for Smash Bros. For 3DS and Wii U. But what exactly is a proposal? Well, they basically outline all the content within a project and presents them to a team before they begin creating it. So yeah, Rosalina and the rest of the characters in Smash 4, most of them, were chosen from the very start. In this proposal, it includes many design ideas that became the groundwork of how Smash 4 was going to be made. And this is also true for the characters in the game, including Rosalina and Luma. First thing to mention was her design was always Rosalina and Luma. Her other motifs include having anti-gravity properties, which we see in her air movement, and direct inspirations from Mario's moveset from Super Mario Galaxy. I find it interesting that in the proposal here, she was compared directly to Princess Peach. Where Peach has very royal moves, Rosalina's feel more intergalactic. But basically, all of this is common knowledge. And it still doesn't answer my question of where it originates from. So, Rosalina and Luma made their debut in Super Mario Galaxy, and had appearances in many games after it, such as Galaxy 2, Mario Kart Wii, Mario Kart 8, Mario Tennis, Super Mario 3D World, Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. She's really settled herself into the Mario universe. In Mario Galaxy, she runs the Comet Observatory. This is the hub of the game, where Mario and Luigi can access new galaxies and talk to Toads or Lumas, and sometimes you're your own... However, she didn't really do much in Galaxy. Like, she stood there all the time. Like, do you eat? Do you poo? Is that what the galaxies in your pants are for? Because of this, many of her moves were inspired by her story, the game's cutscenes, and the general feel of the game's engine. One of the many questions people have is why exactly is it Rosalina and Luma? Why isn't it just Luma? Luma's obviously the real star of the show. Well, it's because her and the Lumas are interconnected personally. Smash isn't the first game we see this either, as in Mario Kart Wii, Luma's always floating beside you. And I bet you didn't notice this, but when you unlock her in Super Mario 3D World, at the end of that level, she's standing there beside a Luma. Almost intentionally. The real magic of their relationship is told through Rosalina's storybook. It's a little thing you can unlock in the library of Super Mario Galaxy if you want to know more about her backstory. I think this story was the precursor to the importance of their relationship and their inclusion in Smash. Seriously, the first chapter of the book is called The Celestial Duo. I guess since we're talking about it, I can give you Rosalina's story in a nutshell. Rosalina first encountered a Luma outside her home. The Luma crashed on this planet, instructed to wait for its mother to come. Rosalina offered to wait with the Luma too. Until they decided that if they wanted to find the Luma's mother, they'd have a better chance fixing the spaceship and setting for the stars. So, off they went. They traveled for a very long time, until they found a comet. But alas, Luma's mother wasn't there. They decided that they could just live on this comet and build their own home on it. So, they stayed on the comet and continued their quest. Although they were traveling alone through the stars, Rosalina and Luma had each other, and that was enough. Soon, more and more Lumas came and joined them on the comet, and Rosalina became their caretaker. There were many sad times for Rosalina, remembering her old life she left on her planet, like her mother and her family. But the love the Lumas had for Rosalina, and the love she had for them, made her realize that they were her family now. It was at this point that she made a vow, that she would always protect the Lumas with her life, and see them off when their destinies were to be fulfilled. Yeah, that's a good point. Was it Rosalina the whole time that was looking for her mother? Is this some Sixth Sense Fight Club shit? What are your thoughts, Kat? This is one tearjerker of a story. It's just so dang cute. It makes me realize the true reason of why the duo exists in Smash. They love each other unconditionally, caring for one another with their own life, and fighting alongside one another through thick and thin, through the cosmos. It also makes sense as to why they have synchronized attacks. With Rosalina, as you do any attack, Luma does one as well, whether right next to you or from afar. This lets them strengthen their attacks or combo into each other's moves, which can get pretty bonkers when you have Luma on one side of the stage and then Rosalina does one attack and Luma's like pow. It's like, whoa. I think the attention to this relationship shows Rosalina was very deeply thought about as a character. It's pretty nice to see that her story and background inspired her moveset and, made her really true to her character. So that covers her overall design and the way she is, but what about each of her moves? Well, many of them are in fact made up. As I said, she doesn't do much in Galaxy. Though this is true, some things are taken from her appearances. First, her down special. It was inspired from Mario's very own spin attack that he does in the Galaxy games, which is her key ability in Super Mario 3D World when you unlock her. You can also see the star cursor that appears in Galaxy 2. It also is kind of a cool attention to detail that she does kind of a spin, but also because when you shake the Wiimote, the cursor goes everywhere, and you see that in the down B, so yeah, I'm probably going to use that as the clip I use to show it off. Also, I think the functionality of this move may have been inspired from that force field that appears around her if you try to jump on her in Galaxy. Or the force field that she puts around the Comet Observatory, thus transforming it into a rocket. But, let's sweep that one under the rug. That's nothing. That's not important. Then her side special. This one, she just shoots some star bits at some enemies. This was inspired from Mario Galaxy's mechanic where if you point the Wiimote at the screen and press B, you can shoot star bits everywhere. Woo! Even in her storybook, star bits are given a lot of attention to. And they're even the name of a chapter. So, based on this, I do not know how honey-flavored candy crystals are a valid form of attack. Then there's her up special, which is based on the launch star that we have in Galaxy. You know that thing that cocks Mario in and shoots him to another planet? Yeah, that. It has the same sound effect and the same motion and everything. And finally, their final smash. It's a power star, like the ones you collect after you beat Bowser, and then it powers the Comet Observatory. Yeah, it's their final smash, and it does this. Yeah, but that's it. Let's just forget about that thing she does, the thing where she turns the thing into a rocket. Yeah, let's just forget. Who cares? That's not nothing. Essentially, those are all of Rosalina and Luma's moves that have some sort of background. The rest of her actions in Smash are things I think you guys can figure out. Her run and crawl have Rosalina levitate, which goes back to her intergalactic sage trope. Many of her attacks either have magical effects, emit planetary rings, or galaxies. Okay, I am not glossing over this. I am not glossing over that. You're gonna tell me this woman can shoot galaxies out of her hands and her very strong calves. She never skips leg day. That's what I was gonna say. And you know what? It can be related back to her debut. At the end of Galaxy, Rosalina and Luma fill up a black hole at the center of the universe and then poof, reset it. Like, hold on, that's a big red flag. Does anyone, get bothered by this? How many times could she have done this in the past? No one would know. You can't be telling me this is the first time you've done it. She's acting way too sketchy. Floating there, telling Mario, oh yeah, sometimes things reset. Sometimes everything you've loved and known, gone, and replaced by Luigi, twice. Two-time Luigi. This opens up so many theories. Is she the reason that Mario has multiple universes like Paper Mario and the Superstar Saga and all that shit? Is she the reason Mario relives the same adventures over and over? Is she the reason that Luigi has a clone? No wonder she's so OP in Smash, you know? She's OP out of Smash too. She's OP out of Smash too. Alright, I'm done with the tangent. I'm done. I think Rosalina and Luma's design is actually really good in Smash. One of the best of the newcomers. I just love how they nailed every aspect of her, like her height, her sound effects, her powers. Super Mario Galaxy is a 10 out of 10 game for me and many other people. Having her be so loyal to what that game introduced and representing those features through moves she does, it's just so good to us fans. Here's to hoping for Galaxy 3. Still, something's fishy about her inclusion in Smash, but I can't put my...
But he must have figured it was about time to show more on Mario Kart 8 when he created that video.
Let me start with Rosalina. Rosalina can choose to keep her Luma with her, or send it off, the other special move.
I have to
Boom
give
shot.
Mr. Sakurai some credit.
Hey, thanks for watching everybody, this Know Your Moves. Here's a new thing I'm doing, the fan art of the week, if I put a video out every week, but here are the submissions I got from the past 2 weeks, so kinda cheating, but whatever. Paper Knight, I like that Marth pick, pretty hot, and then the rest I asked yesterday, I'm like, yo guys, if you have any pictures, now's the time, and then, as you can see, people put together the best pieces of art they could. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, I'm gonna be having a Galaxy, I guess a highlight reel of me playing through Galaxy. It's not going to be me playing fully, it's just going to be like a nutshell, just cut, paste into an hour, because that game takes like 6. That's going to be going up soon. As well, if you haven't checked out the Know Your Move series, I recommend you go check out the last one of Captain Falcon, where we discover that he is a fraud. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for all the support. I mean, without you guys, I couldn't be doing this as much as I am, and the quality couldn't have gone up. You may have noticed I got a new camera and a microphone and everything. So that's all on you guys. Anyways, take care everybody, and I will see you on the flip side.